welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Handoff to the single running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play.
Hit the afterburners, kid. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, You ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Arkansas, 0.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to the running game. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
From the shotgun, the inside give. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Stanford 14, Arkansas 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Now they'll run the draw. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? He scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Western Kentucky. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Getting some heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Crosby. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Stanford now has it in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
In the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An 84-yard drive there. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Send that offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half,
he's looking deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Wide out in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive.
Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They get to the line quickly. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough...